Okay, so for tonight, we have these learning objectives. No, I will run through what is Rotary, the Rotary membership process, and what are the motivations and benefits of being a Rotarian. And we will also discuss how to attract new and prospective future Rotarians, how to engage them, the new and the prospective members, how to motivate our existing members, how us Rotarians keep up with the changes, and last but not the least, in this time of crisis and pandemic, what are the different challenges in Rotary that we must overcome in order for us to also to survive, not only survive, but even to thrive as an international, very successful organization. Of course, going to Rotary, no, we will discuss about the history of Rotary, mission, values, Rotary membership process, the benefits, the different responsibilities, what are some of the Rotary Club projects, the different programs and opportunities. We'll talk also about Rotary Foundation and Rotaries and Folio. But it's okay. I will not bore you because this is Rotary, no? I'm sure most of us know everything about Rotary, but I will not bore you with PowerPoint presentation. So everything about Rotary, I'll sum it up into a video so that we can all enjoy and see the entire beauty of what Rotary that covers all these 9 aspects of Rotary.
What is Rotary? We're a network of people like you. In fact, we're the original social network. More than 1 million of us live just about everywhere you can think of. And we mean everywhere. We get together to exchange ideas, grow our businesses, and make new friends. We volunteer to help our own communities or someone else's. We're right around the corner. Come join us. The name is Rotary. Rotary International.
What is Rotary? Rotary is a voluntary, non-profit, non-governmental, non-religious organization of industry professionals and academics working in intertwined autonomous networks providing self-education, exchange of knowledge, and humanitarian aid. It might sound complex, but it's built on a very simple philosophy. You go through life, working, studying, and taking care of your loved ones. But at some point, you might stop and feel a spark, an urge to not only do good, but to help others as well as yourself. Throughout life, you've had tons of ideas. All of them might not have been the most complex or the most developed, but it's the thought that counts, isn't it? When an idea is introduced into the Rotarian network, and we exchange thoughts, knowledge, and experience, ideas grow along with ourselves and are brought into reality. That is what Rotary is. We know that simple thoughts can become the beginning of something huge and life-changing for millions of people around the world. For us, it has led to projects like local mentorship programs, providing clean water, building schools, disease awareness campaigns, scholarships, exchange programs, weeks for cancer patients, teaching kids karate, providing medical care, blood donations, fighting illiteracy, protecting mothers and children, and emergency food supplies. And to think that our first project was a public toilet, and now we're on the brink of eradicating polio. We believe that with the right people, the smallest thing can make a huge difference. So when you feel the spark, remember Rotary.
So we go now to the business of Rotary. There's still a survey that was conducted that despite of all this existence for so many decades, still 40% never heard of Rotary. 40% know Rotary by name only, and there are only 20% some familiarity about Rotary. So the question is, who really knows Rotary? Is it only Rotarians or club members? So how can we make known our Rotary to everyone so that we can attract and engage more? Based on the video that we said, no, Rotary was created or established in 1905, and the definition itself being a service club or a service organization, we are a voluntary nonprofit organization wherein we meet regularly to perform charitable works, either by hands or efforts or by raising money. The most important thing is that we contribute three T's. That is time, talent, and treasure. Contribution of time is very important. All of us, all Rotarians and non-Rotarians are very busy. We are busy attending to our businesses, to our personal matters, to our family. But if we become Rotarian, giving a small time of those of our very busy schedule is very valuable also. No? Giving of talent is very important because whatever we have in terms of our skills, competencies, whenever we do and uh, and share all these talents that we have, we are doing such a charitable work. And of course, treasure is very important. Paul Harris is not just a Rotary founder, but he is a service club phenomenon. And we must always remember that Rotary is the original social network, not actually Facebook. It's us. No? So we really have to make everybody know that we are the original social network, and we have to make that work. I'd like to focus on our values. No, our values goes within fellowship, which is very important. That's why we are here. We are gathered doing fellowship. No, meeting of minds and meeting of hearts. No, integrity is very important because I can say that the most important public image that we can do for Rotary, for our own Rotary Club, is us. Whenever we go out of our Rotary Club, whenever we do our business, whatever we do in our own companies or in any other organizations outside Rotary, our integrity is very important because within us is the brand of Rotary. So integrity is very important. Diversity. This is very evident tonight. We had almost 200 attendees from different nationalities, from different Rotary clubs, from different areas for different places. And Rotary works based regardless of race or any affiliations or gender. No? And of course, we are here for service, and we also inculcate the value of leadership. So let us always remember these five values of being a genuine Rotarian. And of course, membership is very important in any organization, whether it's a profit or non-profit organization. In our companies, we cannot perform well. No? We cannot produce whatever products that we are selling. Neither we can produce sales or make profit without members or employees or people within our organization. And membership, especially in a voluntary organization, is very crucial because as volunteers, we are paid nothing. We are paid nothing. No? That's why membership, growing our organization through having more people, more warm bodies, being part of the organization is very important. I'd like to. This is the entire Rotary membership process. Even similar as when we apply for business, no, when we apply for employment, no, there is a hiring process also in every business, no, and in Rotary we do not just get any member, any person to be a member or to be a Rotarian. We have this Rotary membership process. This is very important because we have to understand this, and let us we have to put this process within our hearts and mind, and we have to practice this. No, of course we find potential Rotarians based on qualifications. No, of course these are the qualifications. No, very important is a good character. No, and qualifications is focused on profession because Rotary membership is based on profession, based on our own classification. So Based on this qualification, we look for them. We look for the potential members. So where do we look? Where do we look and where do we find them? Within our circles of friends or family members, to our own different business contacts, in our own company, in our own different professional affiliations, in our own alumni associations, in our schools, no, in places of worship, or in any other organizations with similar vocation. Remember, those who has the same vocation of doing good to the world, most probably they will become a good Rotarians. No? And then how do we create awareness? No? We make use of different available PR and social media, no, to make Rotary known. No? And then we bring them in. No? We bring them in. Very important is when we invite potential members, no, based on the qualifications, no, we invited, and usually it's mandatory for the new potential members to attend at least 3 meetings or 3 activities of Rotary. It can be a combination of a Rotary meeting or a Rotary project, or just as simple as Rotary fellowship. No? The reason is that so that the new member would feel the atmosphere or the conditions or the situations of how to become a Rotarian. That's very important. And of course, when we bring them in, no, it's important also that we as members in our own clubs discuss everything about all these things, the benefits, responsibilities, costs, etc., etc. No? Because being a member is not just being a Rotarian, because being a Rotarian comes also with responsibility. No? And the responsibility and the contract, like an employee-employer contract, no, we signed an agreement. Our agreement actually in Rotary is our Rotary oath. Whenever we do our Rotary oath, that we will abide by, follow and uphold the Constitution and bylaws of Rotary International, everything that we will do, service above self, etc., etc. These are in a way a verbal contract that we have to acknowledge, and we have to keep that not only in our minds but also in our hearts. Then after that, we keep them interested. No, that's why later on we will discuss some of the things that we can do so that we can be able to maintain that motivation and engagement of our existing members. Again, the key here is, of course, let's make our Rotary activities very interesting, valuable, no, and fun, no, because that is very, very important. No? So what's in it for me? What's my motivation to join? You know, all Rotarians or potential Rotarians have different motivations or objectives of why they will join an organization. No? Just to share my personal experience, I was when I was invited, no, 14 years ago, by past President Paul Sangalang, no, he is my godfather, Rotary godfather. He was inviting me to join Rotary. At first, I'm really very hesitant. Why? Because I'm very busy. I am very busy doing so many activities. And during that time, I'm still taking up my executive MBA at AIM. So I have no time. So I told Paul, he constantly invited me to join or to take a look. But I told him maybe in the future because I have no time. No? I have no time. No? Then because of the motivation, because during that time I remember we had some business partnership, no? So he forced me to attend the Rotary meeting because so that he told me that he will discuss our business partnership during the club meeting. So I have no choice but to be there. And then I listened to a talk. I remember during the time there's also a membership talk like this, and I became interested, no, because of the information that I got, and then of course the rest is history. So what I'm saying is all of us have different motivation of joining. No? Of course, bottom line is we would like to have that, to make that motivation into the area of service, of doing good to the world. So what are the benefits of being a Rotarian? Yeah, this is very, very important. No? Of course, number one is when you join Rotary, there is a fellowship with other Rotarians. It's similar to like a meet and greet wherein you will meet new faces, new people, new acquaintances. Why? Because in Rotary, we have so many Rotary events. We have many seminars, activities, and even group travels. No, whenever we attend international conventions. So number one is fellowship, meeting uh, new friends and new faces. No. Second is global networking. As mentioned, Rotary is the first original social network, and this is a global networking because, as mentioned, no, now we in this meeting we have different groups of Rotarians from different parts of the countries, from different places, from different Rotary clubs. And in Rotary, we have what we call Rotary action groups, wherein they are grouped together, no, organized based on different interests or hobbies. We have Rotary action groups for bikers, for uh, for uh, for hikers, for travelers. No, so we have all types of Rotary action groups focusing on interest, and it's worldwide. You can freely join these Rotary action groups and network, exchange ideas, and exchange information with similar interests and hobbies. Third is we build lifelong friendship. No, friendship is very, very important in Rotary. Of course, friendship starts from being from acquaintance, no, of meeting new friends, no. But in Rotary, as we go along, as we become Rotarians through the years, we develop friendships and even beyond friendship. Because in Rotary, there are fellow Rotarians who became husband and wife, no. So that's also an opportunity, no, for everyone. Next is international connections. No, aside from this tonight happening, the international connections, we have different uh, conferences and conventions worldwide. No, we have zone institutes, RI conventions. We have programs that opens opportunities for different countries, different Rotary clubs to work together. No, we have a group study exchange, vocational training team, and Rotary friendship exchange. No, I was a product of the group study exchange. No, I led a four women professionals. One is a lawyer, one is a chef, one is a consultant, and one is an engineer. They are non-Rotarians, no, but I headed them in our group study exchange program in Australia, New South Wales, Australia, for more than a month. No, that is actually a great benefit. You could just imagine my hesitation of joining Rotary, and immediately after becoming president, I became the GSE team leader. No, so that opportunity to be in Australia, work and live with fellow Rotarians, host families, no, and witnessing the different programs and projects of Rotary clubs there in Australia. And up to now, we still have contacts, we still have communications. No? So that's very, very important international connections. No? Skills and competencies development. No? In Rotary, as mentioned, we have different trainings, no, about leadership, career management, planning, personality, public speaking, fundraising, mentorship, etc. No, because there are so many activities and events that is being organized for free, no, by the district and the different clubs, no. And we have to avail of this because this enhances our skills and competencies. We have discounts also because in Rotary we have this Rotary Global Rewards program, wherein whenever we go, those Rotarians who own businesses Usually they give discounts to fellow Rotarians. Business connections, partnerships, and collaborations. This is very, very important. I myself experienced this because whenever I travel to different countries and establish my business my business connections and operations, no, and then I found out that that person is also a Rotarian, and then immediately we have that spark and connect. We have that connection, no, that binds us together, that makes us motivated to work together, and there is the trust and confidence for us to work comfortably and to continue our business partnership, no. And we have also awards and recognitions. Sometimes people question that, why do you give awards? Why do you need to give awards and recognitions? Because we're doing this projects because we would like to do good to the community, no, without asking in return, no. Yes, that is very true. But in any organization, there should be some motivations that should be given to the members, no. And remember that awards and recognitions is not only given for the sake of just giving it, but it is given to recognize an outstanding and excellent project. And it only goes not only to the sitting president who lead that club project, but the award goes to all the members. It also goes to all the volunteers. It also goes to all the benefactors who contributed in making the project successful. And it also goes and must be shared to the beneficiaries, no? Our adapted communities or adapted groups, no, who are beneficiaries of this project, we have to let them know that we got this award recognized by the district, recognized by Rotary International. It's not only for us, it's not only for the Rotary Club, but it's also for you, for the beneficiaries. So that's the that's the logic behind why we also give awards and recognitions, primarily for motivation. And the most important of all benefit of being a Rotarian is that we make a difference in the lives of others. That's the ultimate objective, because definitely by doing good to the world, then we are being we can attain that self fulfillment, no, of being a Rotarian. Now, how to attract new members? It says the top reason that people join Rotary Club is to make positive impact in their community to service. No, and as mentioned, all Rotary clubs need members, being the lifeblood of the organization, no, so that there will be more warm bodies. And also, new members have new ideas. They bring in fresh perspectives and extends Rotary Club's reach in the community. No, because sometimes when it's a similar members, same members in the organization, there are no fresh ideas, no, or new perspective, and that is the complement of having new members, because their experience from their outside world, from their work, from their profession, they can bring in within Rotary, and even resources. They can even bring in the resources to help in the different projects and activities of the club. And then who are our prospective members? I already mentioned, no. These are some of the groups wherein we can find the prospective members. Of course, within our circle of friends, neighbors, business acquaintances from other groups. No, very important is those who are also engaged doing community projects. No, other organizations. We have a Rotary alumni, non-Rotarian, who are part of the Rotary alumni. No, we have this the scholars, the the uh, the members of the different fellows, Rotary Friendship Exchange, and then Rotaractors, 18 years old and above, interactors. These are between 12 to 18-year-old, no? So that when they become when they are grown up already, and when they have already a profession. No? Take note, it's the profession, no, that brings in member. Then they can be then they can now be fully members or Rotarians. No? Other organizations, as mentioned, similar doing the same task of doing service. So basically, anyone can be a potential Rotarian based on profession. But as mentioned earlier, we must we must not forget, no, the qualifications. No, integrity is very important, and all the rest that I mentioned earlier. So how do we approach a prospective members? We tell our story. No? Very important is our story on how we became Rotarians, and what are the experiences that we experience being a Rotarian. No, our experiences doing service project, conducting Rotary activities and projects, going to the communities, talking to the beneficiaries. These are stories that is very important, that touches the lives. No, personal experience and stories, connection is very important, so that the prospective members can be interested and motivated. No, and of course we always tell them that by joining us, then all other benefits that mentioned can be achieved. No, so how do we educate a prospective member? It's very important that all of us existing Rotarians, especially the recruiter or the godfather or the godmother, no, the one who is inviting a prospective member to give all this information. No? Um, all this Rotary information are available through different social media. Um, and during the attendance, the three meeting attendance, no, of a prospective member, it's very important to tell them, no, benefits, activities, etc., about the club, no, and also the history. It's very important for us to share our different Rotary clubs history and culture and tradition, because there should be a fit. Different Rotary clubs have different culture, tradition, and practices. So there must be a fit between a new prospective, a potential member, to the existing club members. So it's very important, and all other things, especially on how new members can contribute in terms of time, talent, and treasure. So we consider their interests and needs. No, what are their motivations? What are the things that they are looking at? Why are they joining Rotary? No, so these are the important things that must be considered. No, communicating the benefits. And then how do we engage our club's new members? It says that top reason that members stay with Rotary is again friendship and connection among members. No? It's very important that our members must be engaged. How do we engage them? We encourage them to participate in our club activities, in all our activities, meetings, events, projects, and leadership. But the most important is making them participate in club projects. No? Club projects, not only on fellowship, because sometimes, no, some members are only interested at first, no, at fellowship, but later on, it's very important that they must be engaged also in terms of doing community service, because that is touching both the mind and the heart, which is very important. No? Attachment within the club, friendship is very important. No, and then we have to tell them that they should be proud, because they are Rotarians, and they should be proud and tell others, all their friends and their network, how proud they are, because they are doing good to the world, especially on the projects that they are engaged in. No? How do we engage new members? So these are some of the things that we can do, because they are newly inducted members. No, information is very important to them. No, but At the same time, providing information about Rotary, about the club, encouraging them to participate in the different activities, no, is very important also. Mentorship is very important. Senior Rotarians in the Rotary Club must mentor, must take a look at baby Rotarians, the newly inducted ones, so that to make sure that they are properly guided, no, in the things that they are doing, especially in the affairs of the club, no. And then we can encourage new members, no, to share their stories by giving their classification talk, sharing their professions, telling about what they are doing, about their business, about their family, no? And that is making them feel important and making the members know these new members, no? Participation in service project is very important. And lastly, everybody must have fun, because having fun, especially in fellowship and in service, is very, very important to engage new members. How do we engage existing members? No, these are some of the suggestions that we do. No, we recognize the achievements and recognize the achievements and the occasions of our members. Of course, the usual birthday, promotions, anniversary, rewards, and recognitions. No, in all other outside Rotary. No, because they will feel that they are important, that they are recognized, and they are part of the family. In a regular family situation, no, whenever our children got a high grades or was awarded for a job well done, or was was given an outstanding grade or a task, no, in their extracurricular activities, the family celebrates, no. So similar with Rotary Club, we must celebrate all these milestones and achievements, no. Again, mentoring is very important. Feedback and communication is very important. You know, most common reason of disengagement among members is miscommunication, no. Communicating properly, reaching out to fellow members, trying to understand where are they coming from, what are their perspectives on why they are doing such things is very important, no. Communication, listening is very important to members, and then try to understand one another. At the end of the day, our guiding principle is our constitution and bylaws, no? So our pledge of oath, that is the guiding principle, so that all misunderstandings and conflicts can be ruled out and solved, no? So we encourage them to serve and to serve on committees. We give them roles, leadership roles, so that at their early stage, then they can experience on how to become leader, and then prepare them as they go along to become future leaders of Rotary. That's why in Rotary we elect our officers, our president, our Rotary Club presidents, and even the district leadership 3 years ahead of time, so that there is a preparation. Preparation and training is very, very important. And then it's very important also for the club leadership. This is the sitting president and the past president, no, to clear direction, to give clear directions to all the members on what's happening with the club, what are the objectives, what are the future plans and programs, how do you do things, how you do good housekeeping in terms of financials, everything. So everything must be communicated properly and discussed, no? So that we can maintain engagement of the existing members. These are additional, no? We invite them to attend to as many available Rotary events and activities, no? Whether in the district or outside the district, no? Especially now, no? This is online, no? So they can attend and participate in all activities, no? And then being part of the project based on their interests is also very, very important. And again, making them feel that they are really part of the Rotary Club, as well as they are part of whatever success and achievement in terms of project that the club does, is very, very important. So no one must be left behind. Everything must be part of that Rotary Club endeavor. No? It's just like saying in sickness and in health, no, in prosperity and in danger. No, till death do us part. So we are fellow Rotarians. We are all club members. We are all in this together. So that's very important. At the end of the day, engagement is all about feelings. People will forget what we say and what we do, but they will never forget how we made them feel. So it's very important our relationship with our fellow members, and that is engagement. So how do we motivate in Rotary? No? We continue to motivate them by asking them, by generating additional energy within the club, and we tell them that they can do things. No, they can accept and perform tasks because they are leaders. They are experts and leaders in their own professions. So they can definitely deliver the challenges that each Rotary clubs and task can undertake. No, you know, this is very applicable in Rotary, no? Because all of us are leaders, all of us are experts, all of us are successful already, and we cannot attain all those achievements and recognitions and success in life if we are not motivated. We are already motivated. So, as Rotary leaders, our task is not really to motivate our fellow members. Our task is not to demotivate them because they are already motivated leaders. So, our challenge as Rotary leaders, as fellow Rotarians, is to continue not demotivating our fellow members. How? Constant communication, open communication, and the feeling of a genuine family member must be present in our Rotary clubs. So we focus, meaning we follow one course until successful. We do that in every project that we undertake. No? We empower everyone. We give them leadership assignment. We give them committee assignments. We give them responsibilities. We empower our fellow Rotarians. We win their minds and their hearts. We win their minds because we provide them training, seminars, skills, and competencies enhancement. And we win their hearts whenever they join our club service projects, whenever they are part of the community projects that we are doing, whenever they see the faces of the beneficiaries of that existing project, we win their hearts. No, we dream of something big in our own Rotary clubs. We dream of big projects. We plan for it, we work for it, and we all make it happen because we want to make it very successful and for everyone to become a hero. It's very important that when we do something in ourselves, we are a hero. No? Maybe in some little ways. We use our head, heart, and gut. No? And we lead with a Rotarian heart. That is very important. We support one another. No? We give respect to one another. This is very important. No? In alignment with integrity. No? But respect must be earned. No? If we cannot just demand respect to our fellow Rotarian if we ourselves do not give respect. No? So we respect each other. No? And we empathize with one another because we know exactly how each other feel, especially whenever our fellow Rotarian have some challenges in life, no? Whether in family, career, or in anything. No? And we love our fellow Rotarians and volunteers. Basically, this is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. No, basically, what I'm saying is in Rotary, you can have and satisfy all these Maslow's hierarchy of needs. As fellow Rotarians, we provide each other our physiological needs because we help each other. Safety and security, we provide it because we feel that we make our fellow Rotarians feel, our fellow club members, that they are secured and safe whenever they are with us because we help them in whatever problems that they undertake, even financial, no? That love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualize. It says that nothing motivates better than a sense of belonging, happiness in workplace, being controlled, and feeling trusted by a fellow Rotarian. So in Rotary, we satisfy all these five Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And we are a team because together we achieve more. And we are a proud Rotarian. We are a proud member of the Rotary International. So how do we keep up with the changes? You know, there are given these challenges, especially now, no, pandemic, no. There are we need to keep up with the change and uh, keeping with some innovations and flexibility is very very important, no. And other than what we are doing right now, adapting to the new normal, no, we have to really change. And it's a continuous challenge also for the Rotary clubs to adapt and change some of the practices, some of the cultures, no, that they are doing. Before, Rotary is very traditional. Now there are practices that we are changing. We are not very strict anymore with our weekly meetings, really the formal meetings, no, because we are now relaxed with the kinds of meetings that we have, no. It can be a formal or non-formal to cater to new generations and to cater to the limitations of each fellow Rotarians in terms of their time and talent and treasure. No? So we really have to adapt to be able to survive and thrive. No? And we communicate and we are updated. This social media platform is an excellent platform. No, you know, my Facebook, I have more than 4,000, almost 4,500 friends. And most of my FB friends are fellow Rotarians. And my fellow Rotarians' Facebook friends are not only Filipinos, but they are fellow Rotarians from different parts of the world, occupying different positions with different professions. And I'm also proud because some of our RI president now, Holger Nak, is my Facebook friend, and some other past RI president. So you just imagine, no? We communicate to one another. There is that sense of international fellowship, and we are updated. So it's really being uh, innovative and really adapting to the changes that is happening in the world. As Paul Harris says, this is a changing world and we must be prepared to change with it. The secret of change is to focus on all our energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new, as mentioned by Socrates. And as Charles Darwin said, this is very applicable now, especially in business. It's not the strongest of the species that survives, neither the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. So let's come to think of it. We Rotarians, we really actually do not exist in isolation, but rather we exist in a context of relationship, fellowship, in a community and ideas, and we collaborate with one another, borderless opportunities, regardless of place and time. No? We work together as one. No? And in the past, Rotary used to be a global business model. No? Rotary was regarded as very traditional. But as time moves on, we change our strategy. No, we adapt to the different local settings. No, because one size fits all approach will never work at this point in time, especially in these times of crisis. No, We adapt to the new technology. We use the available technology because this technology has changed how we do things, especially now. There's no physical meeting, and we don't know until this COVID will end. No? But in the meantime, we are adapting to this kind of situation. Together as Rotarians, we are still unstoppable team. No? Because being Rotarian is an experience like no other. Doing good whenever we see the beneficiaries of our service project. And being a Rotarian changes lives. No? It only not changes our lives being a Rotarian because of that epiphany, but it also changes the lives of everyone. There's this story, this lady lawyer. She's very kind. She has a very big heart because she give a little money here and then a little time there volunteering on different organization. But she wished that how can I do more? I'm only one person, no? And then she joined Rotary Club. And then while joining Rotary Club, she met a lot of people with different profession, with different gender, different interests. And the good thing that binds them together is most of the members, most of the fellow Rotarians have a good heart also. No? And then together, they came up with different activities, different projects, no? That they did together. They raised funds, no? And then they went now and then they started working for their own local communities. Then later on, they went beyond their communities, beyond their countries. They go outside of their own countries. Rotary connecting for good, no? Because Rotary clubs are built with the idea that when people come together, nothing uh, there's nothing that they cannot achieve, no? And that is very, very important. In the final analysis, Rotary exists for the purpose of developing the individual member and thereby increasing the capacity to serve, as mentioned by Paul Harris. Our greatest strength is our ability to bring together men and women who are motivated to serve, who have integrity, and who have fun in each other's company while thinking beyond themselves, according to past RI President Bill Boyd. No? And as Simon Sinek said, people do not buy what you do, but they buy for the reason of why are you doing it. No? So there is that sense of purpose and value that it's no longer just what we do, but it's why we are doing it. Everything starts with me, with us. No, we sow a thought, we reap an action. We sow an action, we reap a habit. We sow a habit, we reap a character. We sow a character, we reap a destiny. That's Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. No? It is very applicable to us Rotarians. A man may have a great secret, he may make a great discovery, but if he dies and tells no one about it, not one will benefit. So whatever time, whatever talent, and whatever treasure we have now, we must share it. We must, we must, we must share it to others so that many will benefit. And let's not just keep it amongst ourselves. No, the challenge for Rotarians and future Rotarians will be this. No, all of us must have that every level, must experience that level of epiphany. What is that epiphany? No? That moment of realizing what Rotary is, what door it opens, what are the benefits, what are the privilege it is to be a Rotarian. No? And having all this, we have to set our legacy and we have to be engaged. No? Let's not waste our time, talent, and treasure on things that will not make a difference. Let's give a little of our time, our talent, and our treasure, no, to others so that we can set our own legacy. Yes, the power to change lives, it's on all of us. No? We have the power to change lives. And that by changing lives, we are continuously challenged to go back to our roots, Rotary's roots. We have to show the world what makes Rotary great. We have to clarify and focus our messages. We have to inspire our fellow Rotarians and future Rotarians and the new members so that our club will grow and that we can do a lot more. At the end of the day, what really matters is not what we bought, but what we build. Not what we got, but what we shared. Not our competence, our skills, but our character. Not our success, but our significance to others. It's a challenge for us, fellow Rotarians and leaders, to live a life of love and respect, a life pleasing to the eyes of the Lord. So I challenge everyone. I hope that we Rotarians and future Rotarians will be blessed more. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for your time. And Rotary unites leaders from anywhere to serve communities everywhere. The world needs more Rotarians like you. Yes, you, the one seeing this presentation. The world needs you. The world needs us. So thank you very much. And if there are questions, I'm open to answer the questions. Thank you.